Well, as we've been talking to a number of businesses in different parts of the country, and of course they're all concerned about the value of the Turkish lira, but it's safe to say that the biggest losers perhaps here are Turkish consumers. Keep in mind, exporters may not be able to push up prices because of international competition, but that is not the case for domestic sellers, and they have been dealing with not just a falling local currency but also rising costs of fuel and other inputs, and all of that is taking a toll on consumer prices. As we've seen, inflation has been on the rise for the past few months, so ultimately consumers are the ones taking the biggest hit here.
Right, but there are winners in all of this as well. I presume exporters are probably quite glad that about the weaker lira.
Well, that's not just so clear right now. Keep in mind, a lot of exporters are also having to import many of their inputs. As you know, Turkey is dependent on imports for most of its energy needs also. And then again, there's just the level of volatility that we've seen in the currency is not necessarily helping exporters, even though it is making their wares cheaper internationally. But the very volatile movements in the currency that we've seen, what I'm told, talking to chambers of commerce, as you can see, I'm standing outside the Chamber of Commerce here in Sparta, and what I'm hearing again and again is that there's just a lot of instability and so unpredictability, and they can't really price their products over the next few months the way they'd like to.
Right, very quickly, Mobin. So what strategies are places like the people that you've been speaking to, what sort of strategies are they putting in place to protect themselves against this volatility?
Well, as you know, the government's been trying to help them also by providing subsidized loans. That is a big part of what has driven these businesses, especially in the small and medium enterprises. But then again, we're seeing the knock-on effect of that government financing on inflation. So really, it's a catch-22 situation for the government. On the one hand, is trying to subsidize these businesses, bring down some of their costs, but that in turn is driving down the value of the currency and then taking a broader impact on the economy as a whole.